People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're there. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. Alright, yeah. Raymond, Daniel, Manzarek. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. All right, now. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, and I like to welcome you to this week's edition of the Weekend Update. Already in the chat, we have loyal Blue Wrench Connie Cleary, friend of the channel and frequent guest Tim Hayes, loyal subscriber Jesse Guajardo, and the man himself, the one and only infamous Jedi Bill. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're feeling better. All right. Well, folks, we made it. We made it through another week. And there are those of us in other parts of the world who went through, who are going through an even rougher time right now. Obviously, this is not something we're going to go into in detail here on YouTube or on this show, but just some good thoughts for those out there who are less fortunate than us right now, who are going through a hard time. All right. So, like I said, the weekend update, and it is going to be a busy one for me. I may have stretched myself out a little thin with this one, guys. But yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot of me this weekend, and hopefully I'll be seeing all of you. All right. To start us off, Friday at, I believe, 4:10 p.m. Eastern Standard will be Pop Culture Minefield. Their guest this week for TGIF will be writer, director, actor Tom Conkle, and he will be discussing his upcoming film, Island in the Stars. The Indiegogo is still up. There is still time. If you wish to donate, now is the time. This is the big push, folks. This is what we have been waiting for. Original entertainment with zero agenda. This is purely out to entertain. All right. Later on, tomorrow night at 10 p.m., will be Friday Night Last Call. I will be there in the chat and with all of you there on Cosme for the special 666th subscriber special. And the movie will be The Omen. The original version of The Omen from the 70s with Gregory Peck and Lee Remick, Patrick Troughton, and David Warner. All right, Saturday, again at 4 o'clock, will be a Saturday morning fun time. Just kind of an odd title because it's not actually done in the morning, but it'll be 4 o'clock for me, Eastern Standard. For over on the Pop Culture Minefields channel. I don't know. I don't 100% know if I'm going to be able to be there for that broadcast, but I'm hoping to be. And they are going to be discussing the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, wait. I forgot. There's something else that I'm going to be doing tomorrow night before I go into Saturday. There's something that I forgot. All right, 4 o'clock is TGIF with Tom Conkle over on Pulp Culture Minefield. At 7 o'clock, over on Big Al Presents channel, I am going to be joining him for Films with Friends. And we are going to be watching Night of the Comet. So join us for that. Then go over to Friday Night Last Call for The Omen. So you're going to get a double feature tomorrow night. Okay, so Saturday, 4 p.m. on Pulp Culture Minefield, Saturday morning fun time, will be the roundtable discussion of the original Nightmare on Elm Street. I hope to be there. I can't guarantee it. Kind of depends on what happens during the early part of the day, but I'm hoping to be there for at least, if not in the show, at least in the chat. And later Saturday evening at 10 p.m. over on the Netters Network, Retro Cinema, and the movie this week will be The Conjuring. So that will be at 10 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see everybody there. I know Rambling Canuck is also going to have his Saturday karaoke show. That's going to be starting at a new time, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. So I'm hoping to jump in for maybe a round or two over there before heading over to Netter's show. And of course, after Netter's show is over, will be Bill, Jedi Bill, with his after hours karaoke show. So I will definitely be there for that. All right, and I want to say hello to Gorilla's Random Thoughts. Okay, so that takes care of Saturday. Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central, I will be joining Jedi Bill once again for Western Cinema Sunday, and we're going to do something a little different this week. We're going to be doing a comedy, and it is A Million Ways to Die in the West with Seth MacFarlane. This is going to be a first-time watch for me, so you will be getting my genuine reaction to that film. Okay. Jedi Bill says, I am playing Friday the 13th tomorrow, 3 p.m. Mountain Time in my Cosme room. Cool. Bill, I don't know if I'm going to be there for that at all, but if I can, I will make an effort to stop by. But yes, everybody, make a note. Jedi Bill will be watching Friday the 13th, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. So join him in his Cosme room. All right. Let's see. After Western Cinema Sunday, stay tuned at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central for Unscripted, episode number 35, which is entitled A Big Mac and Fries. I will explain that title when we get to this show, because it's kind of a funny story. And this show is going to be special. And hello, Troy. This episode is going to be special because this is going to be the audience precipitation show. That precipitation? Is that the word? No, what I mean. You will be involved with the show because this is going to be an episode-long Q&A. You can ask me any question you want, short of getting my channel yeeted. So try not to do that. But I will be taking questions. You can ask me about anything. Again, as long as it doesn't get my channel yeeted or it doesn't get too personal. But so get your questions ready. So the show is going to basically be in your hands. All right, that'll be Unscripted. Once Unscripted is finished, head on over to Aged Boomer's channel for Geeky Geezers. That'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Troy, of course, will be co-hosting. And Troy, let everybody know in the chat what the topic of discussion is going to be there. It's usually a week in review, but there's usually a longer segment that they focus on. So, Troy, if you'll let me know in the chat what the show's going to be about this week. All right, and after Geeky Geezers is finished, get yourself a nice beverage or a snack. Head back over to my channel because at 12:05 a.m. Eastern, 11:05 p.m. Central, will be episode, I believe it's episode 23 of The Other Side of Midnight, and I have a special guest. I will be joined by Sin's Corner, and we're going to talk about the movies, TV, and how she joined our wacky little fellowship. So that's going to be an interesting show. You may be aware of her channel. You may have seen her with me Wednesday afternoon with a Latino Slant, where we were doing a spoiler discussion for the Argentinian horror film When Evil Lurks, a movie we all highly recommend. So if you have a chance to see that in theaters this week, please do so. Support this film. If you can't make it to the theaters in time, it will be on Shudder beginning October 27th. So check that movie out. It's a very good one. Very gory, but very well done. All right. So here's a quick rundown. Tomorrow, TGIF over on Pop Culture Minefield with Tom Conkle. I will be joining Big Al Presents for Films with Friends. Night of the Comet will be the movie. Then head on over to Troy's channel for Friday Night Last Call, this special 666 subscribers special. For the Omen, Saturday, back over at Pulp Culture Minefield for the roundtable discussion for the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Rambling Canuck for karaoke Saturday night. Natters Network, Retro Cinema, The Conjuring, and Jedi Bill for After Hours Karaoke. Sunday afternoon, over on Jedi Bill's channel, Western Cinema Sunday, A Million Ways to Die in the West. Also, and don't forget, he is going to be showing Friday the 13th, tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. Unscripted, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, here on my channel. Geeky Geezers at 9 o'clock over on Aged Boomer's channel. Then Sin's Corner joins me for the other side of midnight, 12:05 a.m. All right, and Geeky Geezers will be about the ongoing entertainment strike, Disney collapse, Marvel and DC woes, J.K. Rowling canceled some more. How much more can they cancel her? Okay. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be a very busy weekend. So stay tuned. You're going to be seeing a lot of me. Some fun stuff coming up. Not to mention the fact that I am going to try to get a couple of movie reviews in between. So stay tuned for those. So yeah, that's about it. Unless anybody has anything they want to mention, anything they want to plug. And I want to remind everybody, if you are not yet subscribed to one another, please do so. Also, if you think you are subbed, make sure to check and see that you still are, because you know how YouTube is. Sometimes they drop subs. So, okay, I did want to bring up something that is, like I said, a bit of a serious, obviously a very serious subject, which is the ongoing war in the Middle East. I did say a few words about it at the beginning of Unscripted last week. And hello to Big Al Presents. Now, like I said, I did bring it up in the opening minutes of Unscripted last week. That will probably be the last time I bring it up, unless I am on a panel that just happens to talk about it, or if somebody wants to go over and discuss it on Rumble. Now, I'm not afraid to speak my mind on it. I am not afraid, obviously, to say anything about it on YouTube, because obviously I already have. There are other channels that can put it into words better than I could. So while I have my opinions on the situation, while I have some very deep-seated feelings about it, it's probably not something that I'm going to do a show on. I considered it. But I didn't, for two reasons. Number one being, I feel I said my piece on last week's show. And whether anybody likes it or not, I'm sticking by what I said. And two, while Unscripted is my opinion show, I didn't want it to be a downer. And I want the show this week to be fun. I've decided that this week I'm going to take everybody's mind off of the Troubles, if only for just that 1 hour. So that's why I decided I'm going to make this show about you guys, about my subs. And this is going to be, as I said earlier, it's going to be a Q&A show. So the little Q&A segment that I have at the end of every show, that's going to be the whole show this week. And you guys can ask me anything you want. So get your questions ready. And let's have some fun with it. The unscripted is going to be a Q&A this week, Tim. The Sunday show at 8 will be a question and answer show. So you guys can ask me questions, suggest things to review or to watch. The show is basically going to go into whatever direction all of you choose to take it. You know, but yeah, I just, the last few episodes I've done have been pretty heavy subject matter, and I considered talking about the war, but I decided in the end that wasn't something I wanted to do. I wanted to go into another direction, as I've said before, take a different path. There's I just didn't want to do another show that could potentially be a downer. Plus, I think I'm getting, well, and again, here's something that I'm not worried about. If it happens, it happens. It happens to us all. I think that show is being suppressed as it is because I've gotten political. It's not going to shut me up. And I'm going to be hitting some, some heavy subjects in the future, I'm sure. But this week, I think the footage that we've been seeing has been graphic enough. And I've seen some really, to be honest, I've seen some fucked up footage. I really have. And I didn't want to do that on my show this week. I just didn't feel like it. Like I said at the beginning of last week's show, I considered not even going on last week. But I did, because I had a couple of people behind the scenes go, think of something and just go on. And so I did. And but this time, I didn't want to go there, man. And so I just decided, hey, you know what? It's been a while since I've done a Q&A show, so I'm going to do that. Jesse says, I'm going to recommend some anime for you to watch. Okay. Well, outstanding. Get a list together. And when we get to showtime, let me know in the chat, and we'll start it off. A Big Al has a question now. Thoughts on the upcoming Wonka film? Cautiously optimistic. I am going to give it a chance. Did I think Do I think that the movie was even necessary? No. But I'm going to give it a chance. Like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic. Jesse says, I wonder if the new Wonka movie is a prequel or a sequel to the first movie. It is a prequel. It's a prequel film. I am assuming now. What I don't know is it intended to be a prequel to the Johnny Depp movie or to the Gene Wilder movie? If it's a prequel to the Johnny Depp movie and it turns out to be not all that great, I can live with it. I'll just say it's a movie, it happened, and move on. But if it's a prequel to if it's meant to be a prequel to the Gene Wilder movie, then I'm going to be a lot harsher on it, which means it's definitely going to have to impress me. Tim is asking, which show did you get political? Quite a number of them, actually. Either in subtle ways or just flat out stating it. But like I said, that's what Unscripted is for. Unscripted is my chance to pick a subject and rant. And this week I didn't want to rant. So, yeah. So we'll see how it goes. But the one where it's being suppressed. Well, suppressed in that the views have gone down. Because when Unscripted started, it did pretty well as far as views were concerned for a channel as small as mine. But the channel is growing. And I want to thank everybody who's out there who subscribed in the last week. I am now up to 240 subs. Thank you all very much for sticking by me. I got like 7 subscribers this week. So I'm very happy. I've managed to hang on to them. So I'm very happy for that. Now, but as Unscripted has gone on and I felt freer to speak, and I'm hitting on some more intense subjects than when I started. I do notice number of views going down, while the rest of the shows that I do have either gone up in views or have stayed relatively the same. So that's why I'm thinking maybe the powers that be here on YouTube might not be happy with some of the things I've had to say on Unscripted. But that show's going to continue as long as there are people watching every week. So what I would like to ask everybody is go back, and share out those streams. Give it a thumbs up, say hello in the comments. It's the best thing that I can ask. But I'm just saying, I can't confirm that broadcast is being suppressed or shadow banned or anything. But I wouldn't be surprised based on some of the things that I've talked about. And I try not to be too hardcore, but if I'm feeling passionate about a subject, I'm going to be honest about it. And I'm honest about it because you all come back every week. You're in the chat. You continue to watch. I have people who are, behind the scenes who are encouraging me to continue. So I'm going to, and if somebody gets their fifis hurt, that's too bad. It's going to be what it's going to be. Yes, Bill. Yes, you have a wrench. By all means, everybody with wrenches, if you want to post a link for your upcoming shows. I'm going to be on a show with Big Al tomorrow night, as I said. I'm going to be on with Troy in a couple of weeks. We're going to be starting our Twin Peaks series. So if anybody who has a blue wrench has anything that they would like to post, please, by all means, do so. Absolutely. And there's Bill's link for his for a show he is doing tomorrow. All right, Friday the 13th, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. Big Al says this is about the Wonka film. It's how Willie became Wonka. The Oompa Loompa design, it seems more Wilder-esque. Yeah, I agree. It does look more like. I just hope it's a good movie, man. I really do. And Big Al and I believe I'm trying to remember if it was Aged Boomer and I who discussed it, or Big Al and I that discussed it on the midnight show. That was a script. The script for Wonka has actually been floating around Hollywood for a number of years. I'm just glad they finally got the thing made. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised, but yeah. Like I said, give it a chance. I feel like it's its own thing, like Toby Andrew Tom Spider-Man's. Could be. Troy also says, I feel like a loyal community is far more important than a large volume of subscribers. Yeah, I agree, yeah, I would like to hit 500 or 1,000 subs, sure, um, but if I don't, I'm happy keeping who I have, I'm fine with that. All right, and here's the Films with Friends. Night of the Comet. It's going to be the movie. Catherine Mary Stewart and Kelly Maroney, who follows me on Facebook, by the way. Interesting fact. Little fun fact there. I won't have any link for my chill streams till Tuesday or today of, which is Wednesday. So should I just drop the link to my channel instead? Yes, by all means, drop to your channel. Yeah, Tim at 4 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays, which would be noon on the East Coast. He does a afternoon chill stream. So go over to Tim's channel. Check out his past shows. Make sure you, if you're not yet subscribed, do so. Make sure you have the bell icon. Make sure to hit the bell icon so you get the notifications for his shows. That's Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. No, wait. Yeah, noon or 1 o'clock that you start over there, Tim. But I think it's yeah, okay. 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. I did get that right. Okay. And of course, above is his channel link. That would explain to Willy Wonka cereal boxes. Yeah. It's that time of year. All righty. Like I said, it's gonna be a busy week. You're gonna be seeing a lot of me. I'm gonna be seeing a lot of you. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna watch some movies. We're going to talk to some cool people, and the world's not in a good place right now. And we kind of have to keep that in mind. We have to stay vigilant. Make sure that protect your homes, man. Now, I am going to get a little bit serious here for a minute, and then we're going to go back to the fun stream that we're having. I'm going to refer to them as the opposition. The opposition has threatened us on today's date. Now, whether or not they actually do have something planned, obviously I can't say. But do not hide. Go about your lives. Do not give in to the opposition's threats. Live your life. Stay vigilant. Situational awareness and all that. Stay safe. Go about your lives. And that's all I'm going to say about that. All right. Bill says, I really hope that you make it to 1,000 subs and beyond. I'll do my best to help you get there. I'd appreciate any help or any pointers anybody can give me. And Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, I'll have my Poltergeist 3 stream up soon. Yes. And as some of you may know, Netter's Network is an extra in that film. She is on screen. So if I get the chance, Gorillas, I'll stop by that stream and say hello. So all right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this show up. Make sure you have your questions ready for Sunday night. I'm going to scroll up here. I want to say hello to everybody who was in the chat. Connie Cleary, Tim Hayes, Jesse Guajardo, Jedi Bill, Gorilla's Random Thoughts, Last Call with Troy Pacelli, Big Al Presents, and Gorilla's Random Thoughts. Welcome on the panel. Okay, I tell you what, when DM me on Twitter, and if I have a chance to jump on, I'll stop by. And thank you, Connie, and thank you, Tim, and thank you all for being here. All right, folks. It's a full weekend, and we're going to have fun with it. Some escapist entertainment right here on YouTube, provided by us for anybody who cares to come by to watch. Stay safe, my friends. Thank you for your support. Good night. Take care. Stay strong, because this is how we win.